Hello. Or sorry, I guess it's supposed to be hello? Yeah, I just noticed that. You get the two owl teams back to back. Oh, I didn't prepare. Whoops. Well, I cut the music. That's pretty good. We're off to a good start. I guess that's like visible enough. Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright. If I do this. Oh, sick. I'm gonna make this bigger. He's not centered. I can't. Okay. Alright. Well, that's as good as we're gonna get. Uh, so welcome, people on the stream. I am very tired, Maris, and we're gonna do a cast. Let's go. On the blue side, wearing the blue health bars for game number 1 of this last week of the regular season is Return of the Middle Sticks. Tendies 2 in the top lane playing Riven, Aikedo in the jungle on Graves, X-Craze in mid lane playing Victor, and Samso and Black Salt in the bottom lane playing Misfortune and Tom Kench. And on the other side of the rift, our first Owl team, I guess that's a spoiler technically, they're called Nocturnals. In the top lane, it's Yone or Gon playing Urgot. Perhaps Yone or Gone, or Yon or Gon. It's a clever name, you see. He's playing Urgot. Kippage in the jungle on Olaf with Flash, which is kind of interesting. Bella Luna in the mid lane playing the Dark Harvest Zareth, and AGR Jerky and AJS, just to make that terrible, in the bottom lane playing Caitlyn and Thresh. I wonder if AGR is supposed to be his name to go with AJS. It's probably Jerky. They're probably just not actually related to each other. Boy, you guys ever just start a cast and you're like, man, that's a mistake. You're really tired? Alright. No. Never done that before. Anyway. Both junglers starting on the bottom sides of their map. So we could see some level 2, level 3 shenanigans. Graves, one of the few junglers that can kind of deal with Olaf by the fact of just kiting him, essentially. Aikido's going to get spotted on that ward, so Kippage should have an idea, but it looks like he's going to go for the Olafian full clear and head for his Gramp. And yeah, somebody actually getting a good trade on Tendies at level 1. That's never happened before. Oh, never mind. Oh. It was short-lived. I liked what he was doing until he stopped doing it, and then it was bad again. Samso has a Tear and Comet. That's kind of interesting. I'm imagining that's like almost specifically into the Caitlyn lane just to help like deal some poke back and kind of negate some of that advantage that Caitlyn has. It's kind of interesting, especially when you have Tom Kench, who just doesn't like, especially against Thresh. It's hard for Tom to walk up and do anything at any point in this lane. So you're going to be sitting there farming and spamming some spells, and yeah, kind of interesting. Tendies is going to go in, Urgot trying to flash away, actually gets the toss over the head, but the end of the line plus one more auto for first blood for Aikedo. Good gank in the top lane, and Kippage too slow, as it turns out, on the Olaf clear, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but, you know, there it is. I'm, like, legitimately confused, because that's 4 camps for Aikedo. I guess it's 5 camps for Kippage. Alright, never mind. Comet, Emax, Muramana, and just Bully. Okay, well. It feels like it's specifically good against Caitlyn, so I'm correct, as always. Anyway, Bella Luna's in trouble. They knew that Aikedo was on that half of the map and just didn't respect that. Oh, well, X-Craze didn't respect the tower, so cut the clip. Oh, he DC'd. I saw the lag. Everybody saw the lag there, actually. Yeah, now Aikedo's getting collapsed on by the bottom lane. This is a teleport in from Tendies or X-Craze early on. It's X-Craze comes in, hits the death rate, trying to get him in the gravity well, but not going to be able to find that. Kippage gets low, gets tongue lashed, and one more auto from Sam, so we'll find that kill. Yeah, so Aikedo kind of in trouble to start off. Looked like he was getting collapsed on, but the recollapse by Return of the Middle Sticks, luckily X-Craze, following the plan, has the teleport to get there as well. And they actually wound up with a numbers advantage because Bella Luna chooses to hang on to their teleport. Now Urgot getting a little saucy. Yeah. Sometimes you want to outplay the shotgun knees, but it just doesn't happen that way. The knees are much too strong. Unlike in humans, the Urgot knees, you know, one of the stronger parts of his body. All I can think of is just like some Summoner's Rift injury report. Like you get one of those notifications. Oh yeah, Urgot's out with an MCL sprain. Which one? Oh, all of them. They're just all gone. They're not like flesh legs though, so it doesn't. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Just watch the game. That was a really good Urgot Q or Xerath Q that we just saw there. Just fantastic. AJS is roaming, which is leaving Jerky by himself. Urgot's still choosing to go for this one. Just a little wide on the R, and Aikedo's here, puts him in the smoke screen, and Tendies will take the kill. Flesh legs, not fleshlights. And now AJS gets caught on his rope and has to use his own flash. That's a little unlucky. So he basically got nothing accomplished except those 2 wards. We'll see if they pay off for him. Kippage invading the blue side and is going to find that there's no jungle camps there. Wait, this is a super weird little situation. Alright, so Kippage is coming in from the bottom toward mid, and somehow Bella Luna doesn't notice X-Craze just sneak off into the topside brush. Were they not paying attention? I guess their big objective is this dragon. Maybe that's the big goal. It wasn't to find X-Craze, it was to find the dragon. And luckily the dragon doesn't move and can't hide from them, so they're gonna grab it. So 3-2, early lead for ROTM. Tendy's doing his thing. Yeah, he actually doesn't have a huge CS lead for maybe the first time ever, but we'll see if he can use some of that advantage. Right now, the big fed person on ROTM is Samso. He's got the extra kill and about 15 CS on Jerky. Aikedo doing pretty well for himself as well. They both have the matching Noon Quivers. Very cute. Went to the store together, bought the Noon Quivers. Kippage is looking for a gank bottom, and it's going to be very sad to know that he's on top of a ward. Or crossed over a ward, I guess more accurately. Not actually standing on one right now. So I really like this ward setup. Would catch everything except somebody coming over from Blast Plant, which I think that they took care of right there. So. Disdain not going to connect. Ooh, that tower shot actually might be enough. Yeah, Tendy's feeling it. Pops the ultimate, gets the knock up. Needs a little bit more anything, and there it is. All right, Windslash for the kill, and the solo kill for Tendy's too. The Tendy's diff continuing, and Aikedo gonna go ahead and see what Kippage is up to in his jungle. Looks like some prestige Krugs, but gonna get his last smite out. That was, I don't exactly know why he smited, but he made a statement with it, and that statement is that he wanted to be done with his smite things and have it disappear into his body or whatever the lore is now. Tongue Lash doesn't connect from Black Salt. He's pretty healthy still. Not really getting the better of the trade. Oh, Samso stepped on a trap. That might be the key to turn this one around. Jerky doesn't have the headshot. Can't really catch up. Oh, but here comes the right of the Arcane over the top. 1, 2, 3. The first one, only the one to connect. X-Craze finds him. Looked like he was kind of sidestepping his own gravity well. Flash forward from Black Salt. Has the Tongue Lash trying to stand on it. Oh, the bullet time just not there. Is the Ignite enough? Jerky? I guess he's fine. Good for him. X-Craze, though, might be in... Never mind. That's a healthy little trade onto Kippage. I guess he doesn't actually have any stats. He's got some health from the Phage, presumably. I'm assuming that still has health. Yes. Confirmed still has a little bit of health. But that's it in terms of stats. Yeah, I was gonna talk about something else, but Urgot might be dead? No, they're gonna let him go. Aikedo has the Rift Herald, and I'll probably drop it up here because Tendy's gets Rift Heralds pretty much 100% of the time for first tower. Not to give away a game plan or anything, but there it is. I wanted to talk very briefly about how bad Nocturnals team comp is. Olaf just doesn't do anything, and that's kind of sad for him. Like, there's no extra speed ups for Kippage. There's no like shields for him. He just gets to run into no man's land and die, and he's gonna be really sad when teamfights start. Very sad. He might already be a little bit sad. Yeah, here's a top laner 1v1. Again, Windslash for Tendies. And another solo kill. Put 2 on the counter for him. And 5-2 for ROTM. Aikedo has a Gale Force. That's kind of neat. It's like Quick Draw, but doesn't give him another bullet, so we'll see if he can make good use of that. Black Salt gonna go ahead. Abyssal Voyage in. I liked the idea, but AJS has the flash ability, and it'll outplay them over the wall. Yeah, I threw the animated Scarecrow in there. Thanks for noticing. I spent like 2 minutes putting it in there earlier. See, at least Aikedo notices. Yeah. Black Salt. Oh, he spots him. Ooh. That was the high IQ on the sweeper. Not going to be able to get X-Craze out to safety, unfortunately. Oh, wait, he's flashing forward? The the Victor ult going to at least trade one back. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're caught. You just got to make a play, and he did. So kudos to him, able to trade 1-for-1. But now Aikido choosing to fight a 1v3 and doing pretty well for himself. Doesn't get that ult damage. Gets the ignite. Black Salt devours him up. The bullet time not the greatest positioning, unfortunately, because there's a whole bunch of dash abilities available for the enemy team, so they all get out of that one. Caitlyn stuck underneath the tower and will immediately die to Tendies. I thought he might need another auto attack or two, but just going to go ahead for the solo die. So they'll bully Caitlyn back underneath her tower and finish her off again. Tendies now 4-1-1, has the Ravenous Hydra and a Serrated Dirk completed. He's feeling pretty good, I imagine. Kippage has a Gore Drinker. I'm not sure how I feel. I feel like if you're solo all-off trying to run at people, I think the Stridebreaker is probably better this game, from what I know about Bruiser items, which isn't a whole lot, admittedly. Maybe Gore Drinker is just so broken that you have to do it, but yeah, I don't know. I still don't feel like Olaf is going to get to play the video game. I think it's hard. Like, unless the man's just, like, super confident on Olaf. Tendies actually doesn't want that fight. This is a really interesting position. Aikido kind of invading, poking around. Kippage has cleared out that jungle, so it's just super advanced notification on his positioning. AJS is the one that's not accounted for. He's kind of behind enemy lines, maybe looking for Tendies, although Tendies is almost back to full health and Bella Luna doesn't have an ultimate. Tendies just gonna hop over the wall. AJS still fancies his chances, goes for the hook. I actually don't know. Okay, now they've got Olaf in the pocket. 3 is enough. I think just 2 you can't take him, but 3 you can. Black Salt and Samso feeling it, going after Junkie, gonna devour him up. One more auto from Samso will finish that one off. Yone, you're gone, teleporting into the tower, trying to make it happen, but the counter TP is here from X-Craze, and they'll trap him in the gravity well and finish him off. X-Craze 2-2, able to recover his earlier lag problems that he was having. So really good dive by Samso and Black Salt, and X-Craze using his TP not selfishly, but able to get that kill for himself. Tendies is picking a 1v2 here in mid lane. He'll finish off the Olaf. Oh, I don't know about the flash ult, but he almost takes out AJS with it. Has to be a little bit careful. Now he's just kind of caught. Goes for the dive. Gets 2. Trying for 3. Not quite going to get it. The double kill for Tendies, but the shutdown goes to Bella Luna. Now, with his Night Harvester in pocket, along with his Dark Harvest, he's going to be harvesting some stuff. Call him a farmer, because he's harvesting. Ooh, the Stridebreaker for Urgot is kind of interesting. I don't know. Yeah. There's 30 seconds to go on this Dragon Spawn. It's number 2, so not like super important for either team, but it looks like Nocturnals are going to be the team to set up for it first. I have some vision control, but right now Aikido has Sheila in his third mid. Kippage looking for the engage over the top, right of the Arcane, just kind of chunking through Aikido. He's down to about 400 or 500. Just some non-terminal poke. And he steps on a trap, so we know that there's at least 5 around. Ooh, a hook onto Black Salt, that might be the engage. AJS didn't want to go that far, I guess. Sheila gets dropped as Tendies looks for the engage, takes down Kippage. The bullet time just going to chase everybody out of that corridor, just chunks through Jerky as well. Oh, Tendies might be a little bit too aggressive there, buddy. He was feeling it, but maybe a little bit too much. Black Salt steals that kill with a tongue lash as RTM continues to push in mid. They've got themselves into a good advantage, and they'll get Sheila to crash into the tower, while Aikido able to take home a dragon for himself as well. Oh, that's a pretty sick hook there from AJS. They can't do anything with it, but, you know, props for the hook. Oh, they got 2 towers. Oh, alright, well. Killen almost stepped onto that. Into the smoke screen? Yeah, I don't think Aikido... Oh, he's got the Gale Force. He didn't get the damage from the Gale Force, unfortunately. Trying to fight his way out, and not quite going to happen. Kippage able to take him down. So as we reset, this looks like an old school ROTM game. Tendies has over half the kills at 7-3. But bot lane not kicking and screaming. Bot lane doing really well for themselves. Samson and Black Salt, the only 2 deathless members in the game currently. We'll see if they can continue to hold on to that now with the Locket and the Immortal Shield Bow in their back pocket. Should be able to help them out a little bit. Is there like a particle for Gale Force, or am I blind? It just looks like nothing when people use it. I don't know. Tendies thinks that he's found an ADC, but unfortunately finds a couple of stuns over the wall. Still looking for him. Crossing back through, gets a little shield. It's not quite enough to save him as the auto attack from Jerky takes him down. So, a little too aggressive in the enemy jungle again. But it'd be like that sometimes. So the game's stalling out just a little bit now through the mid game. Still a pretty comfortable, about 7,000 gold lead is Black Salt, doing his best Tendies impression. Gonna try to fight 3 of them. Unfortunately, he's Tom Kench, so he doesn't have as good odds as a Riven would, so Urgot will execute him again with the shotgun knees. And allowing Caitlyn and Xerath a little bit more time to farm. So if you're Caitlyn and Xerath, and Urgot for that matter, all champions are very good at sieging. Unfortunately, if you get behind early, that's not really an option for you. But if you can group up in mid lane, get some wards on your flanks, and just siege this mid turret, you can put ROTM in kind of a rough position, even if you're behind a pretty good chunk of gold. Unfortunately, we haven't seen that. We've seen Xerath just like side lane against Riven, and the game just stalls out, which is also an option. You know, get some more items, get some more farm. I don't hate it, but I'm also very tired. I don't know what point that's really trying to make. It's just a statement. Yeah. That was awkward. Kippage forced to use Ragnarok to run away. They're gonna get cut off by X-Craze though. Still has Ragnarok popping, so it can't be stopped except if his health bar goes to 0, which it does. And now AJS will be caught as well. A couple autos from X-Craze will finish him off. Tendi's looking for the 1v2, gets the stun onto Bellaluna. Doesn't finish him off with the wind slide. Oh, the knockup doesn't quite either. Tendies is fed, but he's not as fed as he's used to, I guess. He'll get Jerky just as a consolation prize, which is a really weird thing to say. 2 dodges the Urgot ult. Still looking for more healing underneath the tower. I guess what he's really doing is just providing a screening defense so that the rest of his team can beat up this purple worm. And now they're all working. Now with Baron secured and another dragon spawning in 45 seconds, it'll be very difficult for Nocturnals to contest anything for the time being. Executioner's Calling for Jerky picked up after that last little scrap in which he did 0 damage to Tendies because of all the healing. Probably a good pickup. Is the only person on his team to realize that Grievous Wounds are an item. But now here comes the RotM squad. Nocturnals not all grouped up together, so this is... I don't know why they would need to contest this, but they're still maybe looking to. Yeah, Arcano Pulse across, they're still split up. AJS is separated from the rest of the team, and they just lost the dragon. So really they gain nothing by even being here, other than maybe Urgot dying, which isn't gaining anything, it's in fact subtracting from their efforts. Oh, yeah. Tendies is good at Riven, by the way. Didn't know if people in the chat were necessarily aware of that, but it's been reconfirmed. So 2 more kills for ROTM off of... Oh, the hook Samso? He's the only one that hasn't died. He was in danger briefly. I feel bad for AJS. He's actually been nailing these hooks. It just doesn't matter in any significant manner at all. Yeah, 1 inhib down. Gonna roll on through and maybe collect the second one here. Now everybody respawning though for Nocturnals. This might be an overstay. Ready the Arcane, dodged out, gets eaten up, spit out on top of the other shot, but everybody from ROTM gonna back away. Oh no! Samso! Damn. Poor run out for Samso, man. That was a rough shot. I guess there was a ward in that bush, so it wasn't like a blind Urgot ult, but damn. You hate to see it. I like that momentary hesitation from my Kato. Like, do I give this red buff to Tendies? No. No, I don't. Three minutes before we have any objectives, so the game probably gonna stall out. Tendies anticipating the hook over the wall and just takes a little chunk out of him, lets him know. Yeah, paying attention. Thanks. Now Tendies gets his own red buff. Nice. I was worried that he would go buffless. Not like overly worried, but a little bit. This is very by the book from ROTM, now committing to a siege. You get basically to siege for free for 2 minutes, and then back, and then get some wards if you haven't won the game by then, and get a Baron, and then win the game. But we'll see if they go a little too aggressive here, too eager to end the game, or if basically how cleanly they can end. That's a good hook from AJS again. Ooh, Devour's on cooldown. AJS gets a laser. Oh, yeah, that's probably not gonna work out. It worked out way better than it should have. Tendies at least trades 1 for 1, but now Akedo Black Salt and Samso caught that. Why was the turret hitting him there? Okay. Urgot lands onto somebody. There was somebody who was very slowed, but Akedo turns it back around, shoots down the Urgot Kippage, looking for it as well. The Goredrinker trying to heal him back up, but Akedo able to kite it out. The double kill for the Graves. That should end the video game. Maybe. No, they're out of minions. I don't know. I could build drama. Jerky and Bella Luna trying to defend their last gasp defense against the ROTM hordes, trampling at their gates, and they'll do it. They cleared enough minions. What's this item? Is this the Quick Blade item? No, that's Mortal Reminder. That's apparently what that looks like now. I don't see anything else I don't really recognize, so we're doing pretty well for ourselves in terms of item identification ability. Oh, actually, I don't know what the fuck this is. Horizon Focus. What would you say is going on in this picture? Like, there's just a force field this dude's putting his hand in, so it's like a wrist? Like a bracelet that this dude puts on, I guess, and it just like radiates energy out from there. Yeah, I'm not really sure. 21 to 11 is the kill count at 28 minutes into the game. 12,000 gold lead is just a couple. And RotM really just looking for that last fight. They're just gonna get Earth Dragon, Earth Soul for free. Tendy's in the 1v3, just tries to kill Jerky, but he has enough dashes, not able to quite connect with that Wind Slash. Still tanking through, but finally his life. Oh, he has the Q. He remembered he had the QSS. It helped briefly. Everyone's really low. Oh my gosh, the collateral damage just sails a little bit wide, but it's going to ensure that Nocturnals can't contest this Baron at all. So there goes RotM back to the Baron. We talked about their win condition now, but yeah. Will Nocturnals get to the Baron before it's dead? Looks like yes, because Black Salt can't hold them off by himself. At least he shouldn't be able to. Never mind, they're not going to get close at all. Kippage just walking away. Oh my god. Aiketo just dashes in and assassinates Jerky. They just really hate that Caitlyn. Big stun in the gravity well. They'll be able to finish off that last tick. Okay, the Ignite from Black Salt finishes them off. Bella Luna's caught on top of the Death Ray, and Tendies is going to walk the long way around the embankment, but he'll be able to cut off both of the remaining members of Nocturnals. The Bud Light Ace for RotM and game number 1 will go to them at the end of this. So the beginning was really clean. There were a couple of int moments, get those out of your system. But yeah. A little bit over 30-minute game, and GG. Oh yeah, there's no end game screen now for some reason. Thanks, Riot. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a short break and be back with game number 2. I just realized the bottom thing said FPL week 4 the whole time. How embarrassing. It's clearly week 5. Alright, welcome back, the 2 or 3 of you that can stand my solo casting. This is game number 2 of FPL week 5. Luckily for FPL, had more than one team sign up for their tournament, so pretty lucky based on that. On the bottom side of the rift, down 1-0, looking to equalize the series is Nocturnals. Yone or Gone in the top lane on Mordekaiser. Kippage in the jungle has stolen away Aikado's graves. Bella Luna in the mid lane on Azir. And Jerky and AJS in the bottom lane playing Caitlyn and Rakan. And on the top side, wearing the red health bars, invading. Black Salt's just separated from everybody. He's going to pass over this ward. This is a really weird little situation. Aikedo just trying to fight Kippage up in this jungle, but here comes the rest of Nocturnals to collapse on him. Oh, he flashes. Oh, he flashed back into the soldier range for first blood. Oh, no. All right. Tendies too in the top lane playing my favorite champion in the video game, Callista. Aikedo in the jungle on Pantheon. X-Craze in mid on Victor once again. And Samso and Black Salt playing Swain and Leona. So now ROTM, painfully aware that Kippage is on his own red buff. Maybe soaking in a little bit of that hurt. I haven't actually seen this Azir skin in the game. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know how much I like that. He reminds me of something. Like, he looks like an owl. I'll give you that one. But, like, he looks almost just like another champion in this game. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's the Callista top lane experience. You have your Hail of Blades. You have your Hail of Blades, and you just kind of throw your 3 spears really quickly into it, put one into a minion, rend, get it back for free, and hey, you want to trade. It's really interactive to play against, not at all frustrating, so I'm sure Riot loves that it's in the game. What else do I have to say about top lane Callista? Oh, you used to go... I don't even know if it's an item. He's going to get a kill here, though. There's the backloaded damage, and now Kippage trying to return that one, throws him into the smoke screen, and there's nowhere for Callista to go when she's slowed, so she's dead. But first blood for well, it's not first blood for Tendies, never mind. Second blood for Tendies, and then third blood. Imagine if I kept counting like that the entire game. I'm not going to do it. Don't give me a meme idea. You used to build Sanguine Blade and just split push the entire game and ignore the fact that you have an Oathbound, an Oathsworn, excuse me. But now I think it's a little slightly team-oriented in that I don't know if Sanguine Blade's an item anymore. That's a good CC chain. On to Jerky. There's just no damage from Samso and Black Salt. They should have just been happy with that trade. Instead, exchange all of their summoner spells for very little gain, unfortunately. But that's the right idea with this lane. They just pulled it off a little too early. You need a damage item on Swain before it's just disgusting. Sanguine is still an item. Oh, good for it. It survived the purge. I saw the Graves looping in bottom. I was like, oh yeah, Aikedo's coming to gank. It's not Aikedo, it's Kippage. Unlucky. Oh, that's a nice little... We saw the good combo pulled off by Samso and Black Salt earlier. That was a neat little combo from Jerky and AJS. So, you get the grand entrance into the trap. Tendies is just diving through the turret, gets the run for the slow, needs 2 autos, approximately. Not going to find it, though. Yeah, meanwhile, X-Craze and Bella Luna in mid lane just exchanging pleasantries constantly. Oh, Kato might have that charged Comet Spear. Yeah, gonna stop the recall at least briefly. That's actually maybe big. X-Craze can potentially get back to the wave and get it pushing the way that he wants to before Bellaluna's able to, just because of that little peek in from Kato. Oh, he's gonna burn his teleport just to catch the... Alright. Hand gonna grab Jerky. I don't think with that amount of... Yeah, Samso really needs some mana, unfortunately, so they're trapped underneath this tower. They've done alright so far. Usually you'll fall pretty far behind a Caitlyn lane because they can just kind of shove against Swain until you get your lost chapter, and then it's fine. Aikido, how did this happen? That's going to be pretty unfortunate for Mordekaiser. So he's going to trade the kill in top lane for the dragon, which honestly I think both teams will be relatively okay with. Mordekaiser unfortunately just going to be stuck on this island this whole game. And yeah, if you can trade Mordekaiser for a dragon, that's honestly probably a favorable trade for Nocturnals. X-Craze, were you using a different skin last game? I don't like the sound effects on this one, and I feel like you weren't last game. I think it was the old good one, the Battle Cast, I think. Maybe my brain's just melting out of my ears. Can't really tell wearing a headset. It's nice, it keeps them all contained. Even game so far. We do need to start seeing some action around the map for ROTM, as they have a lot of earlier game picks. The Swain and the Callista scale early, the Pantheon scales early, or skews early, I guess would be a more accurate way to put it, especially compared to Graves, Azir, and Caitlyn. I still don't like Nocturnal's team composition. It doesn't do anything. I guess neither. With the Leona, I don't know. I can't convince myself either way. I don't know what the point of Mordekaiser is. Looks like they're setting him up for disaster again as he gets dove and taken down before he can hit level 6 and gain access to his Sex Dungeon. First game was base skin? Oh, I thought it was Battlecast. Alright. They do look pretty similar, unfortunately. I just knew the effects were different. I didn't know. Anyway, bottom lane gonna scrap. Jungler's gonna scrap as well. Oh, Kato baiting out, but now here comes Bellaluna. Oh, Tendi's dashes in, has the Ren, flashes back over the wall, and finds the Ren kill. And Mordekaiser can't do anything other than head back to his tower about it. The top lane CS Pepe hands on. Pretty true. About a 50 CS advantage. Bird Bomb triggered for Samso, as Black Salt isn't level 6 yet, so both ults used just to try to slow up. Black Salt gets the snare, trying to find this damage. Samso, does he have it? He'll take down Jerky and trade 1-for-1. That's a pretty positive trade, though, as heavily as Jerky and AJS have been pushing. I'll take it. Unfortunately, not able to find both with the Bird Bomb, but yeah, the Alcove gamer just a little bit too much for Samso and Black Salt to handle. What's his new ult called? It's something stupid. Oh, it's Grand Starfall. That is kind of stupid. I guess it used to be Grand Skyfall? Why is it a star now rather than the sky? These are important questions. Black Salt uses the Solar Flare, not able to find Bellaluna. Gets the little shift away, but Aikido gonna follow right back up. Is the damage from the Chaos Storm gonna be enough? Doesn't look like it. Tendi's into the Sex Dungeon, but um, it looks like Tendi's is gonna be the one sending him. Oh my god! All right, well, it'd be like that sometimes. Caitlyn is dead. Oh, never mind. Caitlyn has that X-Craze gameplay down, just hiding in plain sight. Aikido on a ward. I don't know if he's aware that he's on a ward. Doesn't look like it. He'll find out sometime soon. Wait, what? Tendies. The man wanted to try to play League of Legends. He was pathing to his tower, and he didn't realize that his tower didn't have any health left. And then I feel bad for him. I feel bad for X-Craze as well, as Bellaluna takes him down. So a positive play in the mid lane is Aikido looking for blood, but he's not really going to find anything because he's got no help whatsoever coming from his team. But he'll be able to clean up the minion wave, which feels pretty good. It'll be the second dragon for Nocturnals. They've found themselves... Never mind. Alright. The Eye of Sauron steals the dragon for Samso and ruins the win condition. We could have been talking about Ocean Soul for Nocturnals. They had something to play toward, but Samso had to steal any sort of momentum they had by going, I see you, and then stealing the dragon. That feels pretty fucking bad. The poor jungler, Kippage pinged his smite with 27 seconds left right before it got stolen. How much damage does Eye of Sauron? Like 200 maybe? For the record, I don't care what the actual name of that ability is. Just gonna get that out there before somebody corrects me. Sheila gonna be dropped? No, this is Shelly still. We're only 12 minutes into this game. Alright. Second tower of the game already taken for RTM. They are accelerating very quickly through this game. About a 3,000 gold lead, despite there not being like a huge amount of action to indicate a 3,000 gold lead. Now we'll wait for something interesting to happen. My work schedule got switched back today, so I'm back on like normal old person hours basically. So this is getting very late in my day. Oh, AJS gonna go in on Tendies. They're looking for that point and click CC. They finally found some. They'll lock him up. Can they actually finish him off? The Rend isn't quite enough to get the heal back. I don't think Rend even heals him with Sanguine Blade. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about there, but yeah, a little unfortunate. Tendies gets caught by a couple of point-and-click spells. There's something happening here. I'm not really sure what, but allegedly some gameplay happened here in the bottom lane. Oh, Blacksalt just walks up and hits him with the Q, looking for AJS. Bird Bomb popped. Does Samso actually have enough mana? It looks like he does this time, but doesn't have the damage. Teleport in from Tendies. They'll get the tug onto AJ. Oh, that Bird Bomb not quite enough. Who's in the Sex Dungeon? It looks like it's Samso, unfortunately, and without his ult, I don't know that he can survive. He does a pretty good job, at least bought some time. Oh, Tendies hops onto a trap, unfortunately. He got the trade back onto Caitlyn, but can he find anything else? Kippage here in response. Actually, so is Bellaluna. X-Craze is in top lane. Aikedo's in mid, just farming some waves. Tendies tries to hop out with that Pierce, and he'll successfully do so. He's gone. And by gone, I mean he's staying here, because why not? Kippage opting for the Immortal Shield Bow this game rather than the Gale Force. I couldn't think. I was gonna call it the Dashy Bitch there in a second if I couldn't think of the name. Rather than the Gale Force that we saw Aikido in last game. So that's, you know, a little bit safer of a choice, even though he's more fed than Aikido was, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, bottom lane you're on Kraken Slayer to components. Like, this isn't a terrible spot, all things considered, for Nocturnals. They're definitely behind in pace and time in the game. They should be on the clock for Dragon Soul, and they're not. But yeah. Jerky's probably dead. Flash Pantheon E. Oh, the Flash Pantheon W has a lot of counterplay options this early in the game. Most of them involve just Alt F4ing and coming back in about 17 seconds, but yeah. Dragon started up for Aikido. Kippage just hanging around the outside. Solar Flare doesn't quite connect onto him, and he was able to escape the gravity well as well. Has to burn his ultimate, but stays alive. Maybe could look for the steal. Not gonna look for it though. Just headed back toward mid lane. Gonna scoot a boot, and Yone or God gonna maybe get some damage on this top tower. He's getting some farm. You know, he was behind. I guess it was 50 earlier, and now it's 80. He's not getting Flame Horizon yet. It's the little things. Nocturnals maybe looking for a scrap. AJS poking in, sees that it's not just the Pantheon, and will walk back out. As Black Salt puts... I'm gonna take it. Black Salt walked up to this bush with 2 wards already in it and thought, I want another ward. I can't see it well enough. I know it's a pink, like, I'm memeing, but yeah. Anyway, Jerky is dead. Maybe? It's gonna get CC'd for a while. I think Leona actually just solo kills him. I kind of just wanted to see the Black Salt solo kill. Kippage has to leave his own jungle, so does AJS, as Tendies and Aikido push down toward the bottom side. And they've now extended the gold lead. We were sitting on 3,000 for quite a while. Now we're up to about 5, which is what you want to see if you're ROTM. Still looking for that first item for Samso. He's got the Bits of Everything build, unfortunately. And we're going to jump on AJS. What? He was out of there. Why'd he jump back? I'm confused by the gameplay decisions. But they worked out. Nocturnal survived the push. They didn't really lose anything for it, so I guess it was successful in that regard. There we go. Samso finishes up his Liandry's Anguish. I don't really appreciate that it went from a Torment to an Anguish. Like, that's one step up the upsetty scale. I guess it does look more upset now. Like Leandry's, I guess Leandry's Torment was crying blood. Like that's pretty upset. That's also pretty metal. But now your Leandry's Anguish, is it crying blood still? I guess it is. Yeah, I don't. What would upgrade you from Torment to Anguish if you're Leandry? If you're this mask, you're functionally similar. Why are you flapping at me? Oh, thank you. Alright, well. My wife has gifted me a chocolate chip cookie. My reward for surviving the workday, I guess. If only we could all be so lucky. Support's just going to engage in a little bit of combat. Oh, Jerky uses the cleanse. That's the cleanse summoner spell, of course. It's a really weird looking animation when he dashes out and you like stun him at the spot, but he dash. I don't know. I don't like it. Aikido in the sex dungeon. AJS just kind of dashing through. Aikido actually not winning the fight currently. Oh, he finishes him off, but he'll get traded out for Jerky. Meanwhile, Tendies is doing what Tendies does. Finds another solo kill and an inhibitor. Flash forward for X-Craze for the Death Ray for another kill as they're trying to track down Jerky and AJS. The Zenith Blade lands from Black Salt, but not quite going to find the kill. Another couple of skill shots across the chasm being exchanged. Jerky just burning down to the anguish that I'm sure that he's feeling right now, while Tendies is indeed providing... He's providing anguish to the... Ooh, that pierce, though! I don't have to complete my really stupid thought, because there's a double kill. And now Yone or Gon going to try to step up into Tendies. He actually doesn't even have a Runan. It's just single target DPS from Tendies. Got to be careful. Now he's going to step too close to X-Craze and Samso and lose the bonus on his Sanguine Blade. And that's really the worst thing that could possibly happen right now. But they're forced to get out of there. He got one Nexus turret. He got a couple of kills. That was really nice pierce from Tendies. Kind of curved the bullet around AJS to hit Jerky. And again, we have an old school ROTM game. 9 of the 15 kills on Tendies, the other 4, well, 4 on Aikido, and then 1 apiece on Samso and X-Craze. You know, traditionally who you would consider the carries of the game, the mid laner and the bottom laner. You know, combined 2, 2, and 4, respectively. And now Tendies going to spot a red buff, and also something annoying trying to take his red buff. And really, you can't get away with that. That's Tendies. I'm going to have to read the Sanguine Blade description after this game. I'm assuming they changed it, because it used to be if you had an ally nearby, you wouldn't get the bonus or something. I don't remember. Baron started up. I really like the way that AJS and Black Salt have been basically playing their own game, just trying to CC each other, with kind of no regard for the enemy team. Oh, the flash in, they'll get the tug on to Jerky. That's actually a really good Emperor's Divide from Bella Luna, going to cut off that whole corridor. Aikido flies in thanks to the Fate's Call, and they'll find one as Tendies is dominating. Another kill. Oh, X-Craze stole that one from Tendies, though. That's a little unfortunate. But that'll be game number 2, I'm assuming, going into ROTM. Oh, that was another really good pierce. This is all kind of elementary. The Eye of Sauron, the best skill for Samso this game. He's stolen a Baron, gets a kill on the fountain with it. Tendy's just stacking some spears. Oh, that shield actually was enough to save him, as RTM now diving the fountain laser with basically no regard for their own safety or health. Jerky shuts down Tendy's to end the game. 21 to 10, the final score. Kind of a low-scoring football game, unfortunately, but only took 25 minutes, so that's not bad. Um, it's a 2-0 for ROTM and an undefeated regular season for them. They're going to play the sister team of Nocturnals. Uh, they're called Nightglade. Next week or not next week. It's January 2nd, I think. Um, for the quarterfinals. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be in the Discord. So yeah. Uh, Congratulations to the boys. Really well done on their season. It's been fun to watch them. Congratulations to FPL for hosting a tournament with more than one team in it. That's going to do it for me. We'll see you guys soon. Oh, Jeopardy, Saturday or Sunday? Do you guys have a preference, Saturday or Sunday? Either. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll post in the Discord about it. Thanks, guys. Bye.